various platforms, social media, live radio broadcast, even publications on the dailies. But looks like a large number of Lagosians still prefer to do what they feel is right, not what Loma is preaching. So Loma has said, okay, enforcement, let's bring this in the mix. Maybe they would understand our goal. Of course, Lagos is a bustling mega city, millions of people, thousands of businesses, and it's an environment that actually needs constant care. But we've also realized that one major challenge continues to threaten our urban resilience, and that's indiscriminate dumping of refuse. We've talked about it several times on this program, on other programs hosted by Loma, but then it seems to be very persistent in our society these days. At times I wonder if, people just derive pleasure in dumping refuse indiscriminately. But the CEO of Loma, the person of Dr. Muyiwa Agbadegeshi, as managing director and CEO of Loma, has put it out clearly to Lagosians. A bag of refuse tossed into a drain does not disappear the way you think it does. It blocks culverts, it worsens flooding, and sends plastics into our canals. And this simply means that every illegal act, whether it's a keke operator dropping a bag on the roadside or maybe a resident like you and I emptying waste into a gutter, this act has consequences that stretch far beyond the moment. So we do not think about the future. We do not think about the after effect of these dastardly acts. All we know is, hey, just dispose that bin and let it go. And this is why Loma, which is the Lagos Waste Management Authority, has shifted away from periodic crackdowns to something more effective. This is a steady, intelligence-driven enforcement model. So that means there's going to be continuous surveillance. People are watching you. That's what it means. They're watching you. They're watching every environment, what you do to your environment. You're being watched like a CCTV camera. Loma has also come out to collaborate with community leaders, and they've been engaging in rapid prosecution of offenders. If you know, you know. And also real-time response to reports from residents. Like we say, if we see something, say something. So we have whistleblowers now. You can whistleblow. If you know that person, that woman who sells corn or sells whatever, and would prefer to dump all the waste into the drainage system or on the road median, someone is watching you. And of course, someone is making a call. Have that in mind. So enforcement is no longer occasional. Just to let you in on this, it's now ongoing. So, there has been some recent developments and, of course, success stories in this regard. Okay, so let's connect with the Shomolu Local Council Development Area, which is one of the busiest areas in Lagos mainland. Now, in the past week, Loma successfully cleared a notorious black spot where residents and traders had turned a corner into an illegal dump site. Working with community groups and local authorities, then Loma moved in because, like I mentioned, we have people who are monitoring, people who are watching, and people who are making calls. So Loma moved in, cleaned the area. Through the intervention team, the area was cleaned up. And more importantly, several offenders were apprehended, which includes commercial tricycle operators who were caught dumping illegally. Can you just imagine? So just to let you know that this process is not just cleanup, it is deterrence. And we're talking accountability here. And it doesn't stop there, Lagos. The chairman of Shomolu and Bariga LCD have also pledged continuous advocacy. That means to enlighten the people of the Shomolu and Bariga environment about, proper waste management and how to go about it, the right way to go about it, the right thing to do when it has to do with disposing waste. They've also pledged engagement with residents and strict enforcement of waste regulations in their domains. Like I said, community enforcement, community collaboration is key in this regard. Loma cannot be anywhere. So we need people like you and I to man your community. So, owing to this operation which Loma carried out in collaboration with the task force, the chairman of Shomolu and Barriga LCDA have come out to pledge continuous advocacy, engagement with residents, and strict enforcement of waste regulations within their domains. And this is this kind of collaboration Lagos needs. So it has to do with government plus community enforcement, and that equals progress. But there's a big question which has been unanswered, is yet to be answered, let's put it that way. Are residents cooperating? That's the question. Are you cooperating? Am I cooperating? Well, we'll be talking about that shortly, but let's go on another break, Lagos. But before then, let's talk traffic. Yes, let's find out what's going on out there. So there's a quick one here that has to do with the ongoing marathon exercise. That's along Obakran, Inward General Hospital, underneath the bridge, en route Archbishop, Vining, GRA. Now, just to let you know that the road is now open along our law road, Inward Ireland. So normalcy would be restored soon, or maybe has been restored already. Yes, so that's the latest regarding that one. Now, from the CBD, the motor axis, we have construction work ongoing by men of Julius Berger. So movement has been temporarily diverted from Ido, connecting Oyingbo down to Kata Bridge, just to pave way for construction work. Meanwhile, traffic officers are very much on ground, well positioned to ensure seamless traffic flow along that route. So that's about it, traffic-wise. Let's go on the break, Lagos. We'll be back in a bit. Stay here.
It. Yes, you don't do it. Indiscriminate dumping of refuse into drainage channels is prohibited in Lagos State. It has to stop. Henceforth, it's zero tolerance for building or erecting structures on drainages, setbacks, and alignments in Lagos State. Government is doing its best to make our environment clean and safe. As responsible citizens, we too should play our part to sustain it. Dumping of refuse into drainages, canals, or gutters destroys our roads and drainage systems, causes flooding in some areas, and poses great dangers to lives and damage to our public structures. Desist from disposing refuse into drainage channels and canals. It's damaging to the image of Lagos State. Remember, there are laws and regulations guiding the disposal of waste in Lagos State. Offenders will be prosecuted according to the law. Do the right thing. Use refuse bins, not canals, gutters, or drains. Dispose waste responsibly. Protect our drainage system. Contribute to a safer environment for us all. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe Office of Drainage Services, announcer.
If you ask me what a team of heroes look like, I'd say people committed to creating a clean and beautiful state. After all, what's there to love about living in a dirty and harmful environment? That's why at Loma, we built an exceptional team with people like the fearless Binga who picks up waste from your house and streets, the Swift Musa who navigates all waste to the landfills, Iya Dupe, the super cleaner who saves our roads from litters, and of course, our magical recycler, Atinuke, who converts waste to wealth. Everyone at Loma is committed to keeping Lagos clean in every way for a safer and healthier Lagos. Loma, a league of heroes. Keep Lagos clean.
I need you. You need me. Together, we can make Lagos clean. Make sure you throw away your dirt properly, not inside canals, to avoid flooding on our roads when it rains. Lagos Traffic Radio say keep Lagos clean, moving Lagos forward.
right, Lagos, we're back on the block. This is Cleaning Edge here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Yes, and we've been looking at Loma's giant strides in enforcing proper waste management in Lagos. So we've talked about, Loma's new reality of enforcement. It's going to be continuous now, and it's not just an occasional activity. Enforcement is now continuous. Surveillance continuous, and Loma has been collaborating with community leaders, carrying out rapid prosecution of offenders and real-time response to reports. So we have whistleblowers out there. I'm just letting you in on what's new. Yes, because I've done lots of community advocacy, sensitization, stakeholders meeting and all, but looks like, hey, this isn't going too far. But enforcement has to be in the mix in order for Loma to achieve this goal. It's all about us. It's not just about the government alone. It's all about us and our health. You need to put into consideration all these. So that's why I asked the question, are we cooperating with Loma? Are we cooperating? Are we playing our part? Yes. Are we playing our part? So, public education, let's look at it. What we must know in this regard is that Loma is not just arresting offenders for the sake of, prosecution and all. Now, the agency is also intensifying education across radio, social media, community meetings, and school outreach. One of which is what I'm doing here. Educating you on the proper way to go, letting you in on what's on ground if you do not do the right thing. I also mentioned community meetings and school outreach. We have the Loma Academy, and there's a special team that goes around schools to educate the children, to catch them young, educate them on the right thing to do when it has to do with waste management and waste disposal. The message is really simple if you think about it. It's all about using a covered bin, which you've been preaching. Hand your death only to assigned PSP operators, not the cat pushers. It's an offense. You get caught. Someone is watching, like I mentioned, and someone is making that call. And you shall be prosecuted if you continue patronizing the cat pushers. Hand your death only to assigned PSP operators. And of course, you must get yourself a 240-liter bin with a cover. That's the specified type of bin you must use. And we've also been preaching, do not dump in drains. Do not dump refuse in medians, corners, or even empty lots. It's not proper at all. There are far-reaching consequences in this regard. That's why we're preaching, we're urging you, we're beseeching you to please adhere to these process. You have a chance, an opportunity to recycle plastics. We have recycle farms here and there. You can also recycle cans and make some money out of it. Paper, whatever it is, can be recycled. We have what we call recyclables and non-recyclables when it has to do with waste. And we're also saying that you can report, yes, you can whistleblow. It's highly confidential. You can report suspicious waste movement. You know that woman who's always dumping waste in the median at the early hours of the day or the morning or even at midnight. You still see people who do that. They drag their waste to the median, road median. Some dump them into the drainage channels and all, which is a very dastardly act. And Loma is seriously against it. But have in mind, yes, just have in mind that someone is watching you and one day you shall be caught. So everyone is a suspect and everyone is a whistleblower in this regard. So you can always report suspicious waste movement. Don't wait until your street becomes a dump site. Don't wait until your street becomes flooded owing to this dastardly act. So Loma is telling you that, hey, you also have a role to play in achieving a cleaner and sustainable Lagos. And the MD CEO of Loma, the president of Dr. Gbadigeshi, emphasizes one truth, and that is that cleanliness is a shared responsibility. Government cannot do it alone. And when we talk about environmental health, let me tell you, it begins with you, Lagos. And of course, Loma would always love to hear from you. Has illegal dumping affected your street? Are PSP operators showing up? Or do you have concerns about waste evacuation or enforcement? You can always reach out to Lawma on 0708 060 1020. You can send a WhatsApp message or put a call through. You want to whistle blow, or if you're having waste management concerns, feel free to connect with Lawma. Or if you're having issues with your PSP operators, as long as you're paying your bills, of course, there shouldn't be any issues. 0708 060 1020.
Stop it! Yes, you don't do it. Indiscriminate dumping of refuse into drainage channels is prohibited in Lagos State. It has to stop. Henceforth, it's zero tolerance for building or erecting structures on drainages, setbacks, and alignments in Lagos State. Government is doing its best to make our environment clean and safe. As responsible citizens, we too should play our part to sustain it. Dumping of refuse into drainages, canals, or gutters destroys our roads and drainage systems, causes flooding in some areas, and poses great dangers to lives and damage to our public structures. Desist from disposing refuse into drainage channels and canals. It's damaging to the image of Lagos State. Remember, there are laws and regulations guiding the disposal of waste in Lagos State. Offenders will be prosecuted according to the law. Do the right thing. Use refuse bins, not canals, gutters, or drains. Dispose waste responsibly. Protect our drainage system. Contribute to a safer environment for us all. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe ni o. Office of Drainage Services. Announcer.
This Lagos way we dey must be clean, yo. I go do my best, make you do your own, oh. Yama yama dirty, find your way, oh. Because as we dey so, now for clean, yo.
Tinú ẹ̀gbin là wá iná ní wọn ṣe onídà orí àkúnjù ní múná orí wá tún lu ní tún fi fọ́ ni erukuru ní ṣọlọ́kọ̀ fún jìgá ilé gbígbá ní lé wọn lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbá àyíká wa kí àlàáfíà kó lè jọba lọ́dọ̀ gbogbo wa ẹ̀kọ́ nìyí fún gbogbo wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ẹ jẹ́ ká kí ìjọba lẹ́yìn ní gbogbo ọ̀nà tí wọ́n ń gbà láti mú kí ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó kó lè mọ́ tónítóní.
Of course, you heard it there. A clean environment is a healthy one. So that's why we're urging you, keep your environment clean, do the right thing, dispose that waste appropriately, not into drainage channels or canals or on the road median, not in corners or uncompleted building, because they have far-reaching consequences. But remember one thing, one bag of refuse dumped into a drain today can cause a flooded street tomorrow. Have that in mind. So Lagos, let's do better for ourselves and our families and even our city, Lagos. Okay, so this is how we'll be wrapping things up on the show this morning. Cleaning Edge, thank you for joining us. But you can always connect with Lawma. You've got waste management challenges, or you want to whistleblow, or you're having issues with your PSP operator service in your community. Contact Lawma through the toll-free lines 0800 00 Loma or 0708 060 1020. Or you can connect with Loma on www.loma.gov.ng. All right, my name is Mike James. Yes, but I must say a very big thank you to the MD, CEO, Loma, the president of Dr. Muyiwa Gbadigeshin, and not forgetting the Director of Public Affairs, Loma, Mrs. Folashade Kadri. Well, you can always connect with Loma on this station. On Wednesday, we have Ojushe Loma at 3:30 p.m. and Clean and Edge on Saturdays at 9:15 a.m. You can join me again next Saturday for another powerful edition of the show. Until then, my name is Mike James. On behalf of my executive producer, Taya Kole, we're saying keep Lagos clean, keep Lagos safe, and keep Lagos moving. Bye for now.
I will do my